Let's see what we get from the mid, because obviously last game RCY on the quap had a fantastic one. We heard the panel a little bit mixed on sort of the vibe of coming in with the tiny last pick. Do you sort of agree with that?
Yeah, I mean, it's just not a very explosive last pick, but as they said, it gives them what they want, or what they need rather. Krasan is taking quite a bit of pressure, pre-laning stage here.
Mine!
You don't really have the same pop of potential as a Queen of Pain.
No.
And I will say, these heroes like the Quap, the Storm, and the Puck with 1 or 2 added layers of protection, which BZM does have in the Snowball and the Song, they have looked like very scary heroes.
BZM. Just gonna have a decent time here in the lane. Very unlikely to die, at least against Tiny, unless we get some support rotations coming in, but even then I think BZM's gonna be fine. On the side lanes, 33 on the DP again. Do you think that any sort of difference on the outlook of this game as the Death Prophet?
Maybe a slightly slower 33. Wildcard's dual lane is quite strong with the SF and Jakiro. If they do step out of position, of course there is pressure. Pulse can always make some stuff happen. I would expect both of them to be happy. Both Yamsun and 33 to get what they want. We'll see if Saxa can be the X Factor.
And at the moment, do you sort of enjoy the SF more in the safe lane compared to the mid? You know, where do you think this hero does sit better at the moment?
It's quite game dependent, but this is a pretty good game to like just sit on the range, get out the right clicks. You're good against the gyro, you're very good against the DP. So in this game, I definitely prefer it within the safe lane, especially with a Tango to also buff it up with the minus armor later down the lane.
So far in the bottom lane, Fade down 4, Christos 8 and 0. We'll just get those few extra denies in early on whilst the gyro's right click ain't too crazy.
Looks like a type of early game where every core will kind of get what they want. Should lead into a pretty aggressive early game if everyone kind of gets the tools that they need and want. Because bottom, Naga Gyro, just lots of harass. But if you're the Pango, you're gonna work on a Bracer, ferry yourself some more tangles, you should be okay.
And where do you reckon we're going to see the kills first?
I'm going to say top.
I feel top, right?
Yeah.
Something's going to happen top. They're either going to, we're going to have Tundra get it, then bam, 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 the raises come in.
But bottom, it's just a bit of pressure back and forth, like some flat cannon, you take some deluge, who cares? But top, yeah. You've got the raise combo or Saxa going in with the tag team shards. This is where I'm going to be keeping my eyes.
Got level 3 on 33. Just not quite hit there by...
They did get to Lotus, and this is quite a big deal. The hard chem pull will give them a pretty good position. Something you desperately want when you do play a lane with Tusk.
So now it's got the level 2 raises. We're good to go now.
Nice dodge by Saxa. On the dual breath there.
Tower is under attack.
33 was able to snipe the large neutral creep. Big Num ready to sort of stop BZM getting the water room, but BZM was able to get the pick up before the Nightmare was there. Big Num not able to stop that.
I like the idea. You're just like 1 or 2 seconds late, so that costs you a little bit. BZM still gets the rune and you waste your TP into the mid.
Got it.
Tundra are getting away with some very good CS in both the mid and top lane. BZM, couple hundred net worth ahead in the mid. 33 couple hundred ahead of Yamsun on the SF.
Now making sure not to give any chances for Yamsun to get any early action with the raises. Tundra playing it safe top.
Let's see what Saxa wants to go for here. He did just hit level 3 and he is salving up, so they could be aiming to gear up for a bigger play.
And they are looking at speed. And speed knows. Stays close to the tower. Not going to give them the chance to roll in on him. Bottom lane. Just a missile being thrown. Still turning his attention over what the creeps coming in under the tower. Do you get the double courier snipe there though, Fade? Taking out the both of them up top. Rolling on the speed. They'll get the first block. They'll lose Saxa in return, but 33 got what he wanted there. Gets the first blood.
It's a good turn play from Wildcard, but I will say that Tundra did a very nice job, like really setting up the play.
That bottom Bignum might be in trouble. There's a missile heading his way. Crystal's closing in. He's got the level 2 barrage. Trying for the TP out. It's fine. It's enough there. Not quite a level where the damage will overwhelm him. Back over in the mid. Rotation's coming in. Saxon's going to be the backup, but BZM's going to be fine. And BZM's now just going to be able to turn and take out both of them. Saxa coming in clutch there to allow BZM to come out on top of that one big time.
I mean, this guy is just a crazy good position for it. He first sets up the first blood up, whittles him down, has the stick, fairy fire, everything, gets level 3, sets up the play, respawns, goes mid. Double kill for BZM. And that's an active rune as well. Cannot underestimate all of these things coming out for BZM. Amplify damage with the soul ring.
Bignum is ready in case BZM gets through with this. The avalanche, but just enough mana to break out of the cast range of Bignum before he can get into the nightmare.
Whitemon is here also. Trying to force away Yamsum from the tower.
Now the Saxon's just going to still try and be annoying here, just chasing Yamsum down.
Oh, they kept the Siege Creep alive on 1 HP. Even Crystallis is here.
I mean, they know that Yamsum's not going to be in any sort of shape to try and farm or push back this wave, so Tundra's going to get away with almost certainly just taking the entire tower here.
Top tower is under attack.
Yeah, tier 1 without Exorcism being used. It is quite a big deal. Could even open up for 33 to maybe like walk towards mid for the 8-minute Exorcism. Of course, this is a lot of space for Fade down in the bottom lane.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
I'm not able to get anywhere close though to matching the tower pressure. Tier 1 still stands very strong on Tundra's side.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
They did talk about the importance of the active runes, and I absolutely agree. On the 8-minute mark, you might want to see both 33 and Fade walk in towards the mid to help out their mid laners.
Yeah, you don't want to let BZM keep getting these.
Absolutely not.
Now looking towards Crystal this spawner. It's for the Nightmare, seeing if they get any sort of TP reaction. Nothing's coming in though.
They don't quite want to pump the roll here, as just kidding, they didn't even see it. There's Exo.
The speed, trapped in the shards, nowhere to run.
That's a good move. Mid lane is pushed in. There's a shield rune at the bottom. Looks like Whitemon is on top of that for now.
And they're getting a lot done with this early game. Fortification will come out from Wildcard. Overpowering for BZM.
And one thing snowballing into the other. The fact that you get this off kill without the Exo just allows you to go mid now.
Now, this is quick.
This is really bad for this.
2 towers taken out, 8 minutes in. Very fast gameplay here from Tundra.
Losing your mid tier 1 this early also means it's so hard for RCY to contest any of these next runes. Wildcard trying to get some pressure down in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Scanning.
I'm surprised you still have roll skilled here on Pango. I don't know if this is some new meta that I've missed out on. But just wants to take the pressure in his own lane for now. This map state is annoying for Wildcard. Because now in the top lane, Tundra are abusing the hard camp to pull it back. And they're just holding their own safe lane tower with the Gyro and the Naga Siren.
It's so difficult for Wildcard to get any sort of push going themselves.
Definitely have to look towards Fate here on the Pango. Bring it back at least a little bit with maybe one of the early rolls. See if they can use that to good success.
It just doesn't seem like they're able to really do much with the 3 of them down here. They can't really set up onto Tundra.
Maybe they're just going to look to stack up a little bit, look to get the ultimates on your 2 supports. So they are definitely very needed. Whitemon doing a good job at least breaking the hard camp stack.
Smoke time from Speed and Bignum. Still not easy for them to get a kill. Maybe they can find it as Saxer, but BZM's by his side.
Yeah, it's not the easiest smoke yet. Saxer a little bit of a body. 33 seems to be the target for now.
That would be a good catch.
You have to remember, Tundra is seeing very little on the map. Let's see if 33 can read this one.
Invisibility.
I know he's in the trees. With the setup, and then use the records, make sure he's locked down by the fears.
Good combo. That's the best kill on the map they can get, because I don't really see how you kill Storm.
They're not going empty-handed. They might even get the catch on the RCY. BZM. So a little mana left to play with. The toss back. BZM. Get out with the last bit of mana. Will live. But at the least, of course, Shamsam there being in the area. It's enough to stop RCY from getting taken out.
That's so close to being a kill. Maybe if you're super clutch and you like get off the medium raise while he's mid-air in the toss, but either way, some good pressure onto BZM.
RCY still hovering around, but closing the gap on BZM seems pretty much impossible. BZM will be able to reset, get back to base. He's got the Kaya done.
They are slowly getting towards their ultimates on the Wildcard support side.
Looking at the mid. For both supports, it's Saxer and White Mob. I'll get the catch on Big Num. Bringing him back over to 133. It's a dead bait.
That's a completed aghanim scepter on 33 at minute 12.
That's yeah, you don't normally see them this fast.
Nope. It's not something you see every day. Good aggressive wards from Tundra.
Straight for Roach here, Tundra. They want to keep playing it.
Yeah, why not? Your early access gave you the tier 1. It's not like you can take a tier 2.
Very, very fast moves from Tundra in this early game so far. Wildcard not falling too far behind on gold. Still able to keep 3 cores in a solid spot, and it is Crystal slightly behind those.
Well, Wildcard, at least they're certainly not stressing, because they are keeping up with the network, like you said. This is like the easiest game at the moment, but it's not like they forced any unnecessary moves.
Fusion.
They are closing in on the blink on RCY, and they're getting the refusal on Fade, so sometimes it's coming up to them.
I'm going to try for a smoke here with the ults.
Dire's bottom
Fiend's
tower
Grip
is under
and the
attack.
Rolling Thunder here. Blink Dagger is done on RCY, so also can look to get over. Must be being cheeky, seeing if he can hang it
Saw
around.
him.
They know he's it. Oh.
Well, Speed sees them, but
That's true,
don't
yeah. Now
they see him.
they see him, yeah. Not going to get away with it. This time out. So the map, Fade. Oh, actually, Whitemont is able to get the Shrine of Wisdom. He won't get out.
Radiant's middle tower
Does
is
die,
under
but
attack.
at least takes the Shrine away from them.
Whitemon does get the steal. Stardust is very low.
Oh, they saw him jungling though, right? I mean, Big Num.
He's trying, but
It's worth a shot.
it is daytime.
Maybe
Not easy.
Yeah, it's probably not going to happen. He's sneaking around the trees. So yeah, no, it's not
Anyway.
happening. No, Chrysalis is
Radiant's
back
bottom
to
tower
base.
is
One of
under
the next
attack.
moves, let's see for Wildcard what they're gonna be aiming for here. He's got the blink, he's got the blink. Do not see.
Fade's got back up. RCY's in with the avalanche. BZM, he'll zip to the side. He just won't get taken out of his hands. BZM still wants to get in there. Closing the gap with the zip. RCY opening the top of the grip, into the grip. They've got the kill. They take BZM down. RCY's going to have before he gets the second round of the spells out. Also able to find picked up, and by the looks of his speed as they dive in under the exit. No kill to be found. So that nice little moves there from Wildcard to get the Storm kill, but they do lose the 3 of them afterwards. And now Tundra, they can push on, take the 3rd and final tier 1 tower 15 minutes in.
And like you said, looked good initially, but they do pay the price. Couple of kills plus to the tier 1 tower. At least Yamsen did get quite a bit done in the top lane. Some more farm for him. Need to see if they can connect some of these rolling thunders into the next fights. 4K lead. He's also in the mid.
Can't run from this. Oh, that was close. Yeah, Whitemon was trying to get the setup and help out there as BZM wants to hunt down Yamsen, but T-Peak just out in time.
Completed on 33 as well, so that's a 2k HP DP with aghanims plus a blink dagger. Well, that stuff goes wrong. You got the normal save and the song to bail you out also. Oh, you've got the roll up as well.
Super low mana. Is there any help coming in? There is Sexter trying to step up, but he gets caught by the Nightmare. Whitemon's here as well, so BGM's fine. BGM would actually just turn and get a kill himself. Could not punish the Storm in time, despite him having minimal mana.
Fade should be okay.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Tundra.
attack.
We've got 33 with the Exorcism back online. We'll do that Exorcism as well.
Wildcard still have this ward for a little bit more. Let's see if they want to try to do something. They do bring Big Num back here. Tundra go for a smoke as well.
Dire's middle tower.
Saxa. Ready to jump back in. They get the setup into the grip. They pull 33. Surrounded. He's healing up though. Not healing up enough though. 33 does die. BZM wants to clean up. He's going to be able to get back. Wants attention over war speed, but respects RCY. Doesn't want to try and fight on whilst the Tiny's there. Wildcard getting that good grab and able to take down 33 through the Exorcism.
Very big kill for them. That's the top net worth hero in the game. And you get his big cooldown out of him also. Still a very quiet game for Yamsen, but his net worth keeps shooting up.
RCY is going to be everywhere now. The bot's online for the Tiny. Just doing everything they can to be present on the map and ensure that the SF continues to get space.
Really good spell usage from speed here. Double ice path into the ult. Still, this damage from 33 nearly takes out Fate.
Pango. Oh, of course, did end up dying at the end, but indeed nearly died before 33 went down himself.
They are racking up a lot of deaths on their supporters. BZM with 12 charges on the Galvanize.
And Chrysalis is certainly climbing back into the ranks now. Space that he's managed to find down bottom. Axe on top of the Chrysalis. It's just that much more.
You see Fade on the ward.
So Tundra, the find a trade.
Good kills. He gets what? Toss back into. Yep, toss back Requiem. Maybe some ice pad in between.
That's bottom tier 2 though. Tundra. Not going to be phased by the fact they've lost their mid. They're on with the push. Still coming in here fast. It's pre-20 minutes. Into tier 2. Continuing to take over so much of the map here.
Radiant are scanning.
See where Wildcard can go from here. Roche is still dead for a bit. They might be looking at this BKB on Yamsen to then start getting him involved in a game. Tormentor up in a couple of seconds.
Doesn't look like Wildcard are going to fight this.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Tundra. Tormentor's all theirs.
Dire are scanning.
Very nice shard. Some extra healing.
7k lead now. Getting close as well to the timing where they could look for that next Roshan. And imagine, honestly, Wildcard, they're probably at a point where they look to fight the Rosh when they, I mean, especially if Yamsen's got the BKB.
Definitely should be able to.
Like, they're going to want to bring the team fight when this BKB is online for Yamsen.
Tundra did see the smoke. I mean, at least they pinged them out before the smoke came out, so wouldn't be surprised if Satsa
Radiant's middle
gets
tower
to clip
is
this
under
one and
attack.
blink out.
Let's have a look. Big number on RCY. Can they get a check time? They can. Avalanche set up. Saxo will get the snowball off. And with that, he's able to get the blink off.
Are scanning.
Got anything else to chase him with? They're waiting for the fire. He's going to go straight in for big numbers. Ready to chip out the wall. It's got him caught. Double kill for 33 there as Tundra more than happy to fight back as Wildcard try and poke at them. Fade will clean up Whitemon on the other side here with speed. So he was looking to try and play around the Shrine of Wisdom. But that team fight, sort of attempt to the team fight topic is completely fallen apart. And Tundra off the back of it, they're able to take themselves yet another tier 2 tower.
Yeah, a bit of an overplay. They do nearly get Satsa, but then definitely overstep their welcome. That's Whitemon win for the Classic. The Whitemon Classic where you try to steal. He will pay with his life. Got the axe completed on Mango, so Fade, he is very strong. He's not really been in too many of the team plays just yet. I think that will have to change for them soon if they want to strike back in this game.
Yeah, almost certainly him and Yamsen are going to get dragged into the action soon. With how much of the map Tundra's taking.
I mean, they do have a lot of minus armor between the two of them. If the lucky shot procs with the SF aura in the vicinity, heroes certainly can fall very quickly.
There we go, Wildcard. Gonna hit out with the smoke. Same time though, Tundra. Also ready to fight.
Scanning.
Smoke on smoke.
Christmas is sort of the bait right now. The scan has been hit though, so Wildcard know that there's backup behind him. They're gonna be scouted out here by the illusions. And they'll know that Fade won't be alone.
Well, in the meantime, 33 is getting a bit of space in mid, and he's finishing up his BKB.
Radiant's bottom tower.
He is so scary.
Yeah, this does seem like a difficult game to kill him for a BKB.
Yeah, you'd need to
Radiant's
hold roll on him and SF like this. Remember, there's a song to start healing him up. Potential snowball save as well.
For the twin gate they go. At the moment, just BZM playing on the top side.
Wildcard could look for a couple of tossbacks again, but you always have the tossback Requiem combo.
See how much
into a grip.
I mean, is BZM going to sense this? It's a hard catch to find for Wildcard and one that looks to not be happening. Yeah, BZM's already back over to the mid.
The fight is going to be around Roshan. I hope that Wildcard are aware. As it does die fairly fast.
It really does. I mean, maybe they feel like with the sort of the song from Whitemon, that sort of strong ability to set fights around the Roshan, it's just not an area that Wildcard want to go.
Maybe, but Storm Aegis is...
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
This ward has really paid off big time.
And they're going to get this tier 2 as well. So 24 minutes in, all tier 2s taken away from Wildcard. Definitely one of the earlier timings you'll see from the team. Tundra is completely ruling the map. And now Roshan with 25 seconds. They don't have the full team. They're just going to sit back and keep farming. They don't want any more of this Wildcard. Tundra, they're going to get this Aegis.
Closing in on the top network.
Wildcard very much just trying to play it cool and wait until they're super sure that they can turn up and present themselves as 5. And Yamsen, he's got the Hurricane Pike on top of the BKB done, so the defensive are secured here for the SF. Showing top. It's going to zip in the trees, see what he finds. They're over to support, able to dodge the avalanche as well. Gets the bullet, but the Fiend's grip there. That's another snowball crossing over the two of them. Speed will fall.
just charges in with the illusion runes, some zips, dodges some spells. His entire team comes and backs him up. It's a 4-for-0 trade.
It's starting to look like a very difficult game 3 here for Wildcard.
Like Yamsen didn't just straight up pump the BKB and get the hell out of there as Fade. He might just keep up the feet.
It's called by the silence. Can't survive
That's
here.
the spirit!
Feeling pretty good about this one right now, Tundra.
Oh. Quick TP over on the outpost. Wildcard need to come up with a better plan if they want to hold this one.
It's fine. I mean, good stuff for BZM, right? Scouts at the trees, see what's going on. They can't catch him. He's zip-zapping all over the place.
It's like the type of play where you're up so far, the enemy team doesn't really want to fight you. You go for something crazy, but BZM creates a couple more seconds of space.
As we saw here again, but just Whitemon, just great moves from him. He knows the rest can deal with RC White. He just wants to make sure they get both of the big kills. Heads over towards the SF, gets him with the song and the drag back of the net. Massive kills for Tundra that start to push them incredibly hard and far ahead.
Song also so good with Storm. You top up his mana as well. Well, let's see Yamsen. Feel like you probably have to go for like a Crystallis into Daedalus on him.
Catch on a speed, Glimmers are coming in as well. It's a massive shots it down, speed's trapped.
Dire are scanned.
So 2 minutes with the Aegis. Tundra get a lot done. Exorcism up in 5 seconds. Song, Siren back online. They've got the ultimates ready to go with Tundra. Next step towards the high ground. Very, very difficult for Wildcard to put a stop to.
Definitely need some bigger plays.
Has
They're starting to rely on some top-spec Requiem or a huge roll from Fade. Doesn't have the blink yet on the Panther. It's been a little bit quiet from him. They do spot Yamsen and Big Num walking through.
Oh. Got the sleep set up. They do have the grip. Not enough damage though. And Yamsen, he's standing his ground against the turtle. He's trying to. He cannot. Has to run. Will survive. BZM and Crystallis don't overchase here, knowing that the backup was coming in for Yamsen. Yamsen will at least survive. Yamsen's still so low. He'll survive on just a tiny bit of HP. He's in with trying for speed with the Glimmers up. Fades. He's in with the Rolling Thunder, but has to quickly get out of there with the Rolling Thunder as RCY is dead to Crystallis.
Radiant
I mean, they were lucky that Yamsen didn't die there.
Yeah, that was very... That was a strange decision to turn. They still had the Aegis onto BZM.
Radiant's courier has been
Easy
killed.
courier snipe for speed.
Luckily, they will only lose RCY. And then they get the extra up, so maybe a little bit of breathing space, but you don't really have the best map to play with.
And next fight, so C33 is pretty much going to have the AC. Surprising BZM here. Yeah, not really. Well, okay, he's able to take the Aegis out of his hands, but it's surely coming to an end anyways. So I don't care too much about that.
Let's get a bonus charge on the mana region. Sure, why not? Full AC completed on 33. And this is a big deal. Like all this minus armor we talked about earlier. A lot of counterplay here now in the AC.
Dire are scanning.
Full satanic.
It's killing Crystallis is going to be pretty much impossible if he gets to press his buttons.
They're already having issues killing his heroes. Yeah, there's a sleep.
He's going to roll away from this. The back of this dude with the avalanche, but Zach's still to get the snowball. He's ready to try and push the hero. The tower over the fortification will allow them to strike back at least the gyro, but 4 are dead on Wildcard. Only RCY survives.
Oh, BZM with his region rune just cruises through the fight.
And they've still got the ghosts.
Oh yeah.
They didn't even need those
Dire's
for that
bottom
last
tower
fight. They're ready with the push.
You have to give up this Rax. You need at least your Pango, 1 second for Fade.
I mean, it might even be more than one Rax.
It could be.
See how much Tundra can get here.
You should start threatening the mid-Rax also.
33 straight over to it.
has fallen.
20 seconds still without the absent.
Oh, they got some trouble.
He's going to find him. DTX. Just trying to hide from this storm.
You blew it.
Dire's
The
middle
mid-Rax.
tower has fallen.
Tier 3's gone. They're going to swing over kill. They're going to look for Fade. He's able to roll up in time. Saxes in with a punch though. Onto RC wide. The shot's going to chip it up Fade as well. Fade's going to roll them again. Trying to use them to his benefit to knock on a Saxa with the snowball done. Saxa, is he getting out of this?
No way. He makes it work for him. What he use it, eh?
I'll just go straight for the BKB TP out. Fade, see if he can catch anyone else behind him, but the rest of Tundra at a safe enough distance, they'll back off. So they do manage to hold at least the second set of racks mid.
It's a decent hold, but be careful. BZM is around and they hit full vision.
He did not expect them to make that sort of quick play back over towards him. He was just walking straight down mid.
I mean, look at all the vision that Tundra has outside of the Wildcard base. Even with 33 not being in this fight.
Yeah, that's a painful death there on Yamsen.
Absolutely. They have full control. Like, where are you gonna go? Sure, you want to walk out the bottom lane, they'll just walk at you there. It's a 28k lead now.
It certainly is. BZM committing in with the BKB. So a bit of breathing room for Wildcard whilst they don't have to worry about the BKB on BZM.
Can they turn this into anything? I don't know. It means they would have to leave the base, and even then they need some big moves to get a kill through the snowball save and the song.
Now, all three cores of Tundra are just so massive right now. 20k net worth, you know, all clear like a 5k advantage ahead of that of Wildcards. And they're getting very close to Whitemon even catching up to the course of Wildcard. It's a tough spot for Wildcard to be in, to say the least.
They're going for a play.
What can they find? If this doesn't go great, this might be their last move.
Looking on the mid wave.
Are scanning.
Won't find anyone.
Down nearly 30k. Can they do something miraculous here?
Saxa sees everyone and breaks the scope.
Go to him first. Yamsen gets tripped by the side. He's got the BKB. He's trying to be into the he's even too tanky. The BKB's out. Yamsen will get the right move off the pick. Put one of 33. They're gonna get the game. They'll get the series they're moving on. As this was this is just this game. It was a painful. That was a painful one for Wildcard. We saw excellent stuff for them in game 2. It was not close, Kev.